Hey guys, I'm here to do a straight to DVD review of this movie called, wait for it, Girls Gone Dead. I know, it's such a classy movie. I'm sure you're wondering why on earth did I pick this up. Well, because I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description. At Comic-Con I met Mr. Sean C. Phillips, who got his autograph right here. I'll show you at the end of the video. And he's a cool dude on YouTube. He has a massive DVD collection. He's a really nice guy. And he encouraged me to check out the trailer for this movie, Girls Gone Dead. But I saw the trailer at Comic-Con and I thought, wow, this is gonna be a really cool movie. But what I didn't know is that they were selling it at Comic-Con, and it didn't come out for like another week after the week after, and I did not know that. So I bought it the day it came out. And to make up for it, I bought Memento, which is a definitely classy movie. That is definitely good. Make up for this, which is... Well, here's the plot of the movie. Basically, it's about a bunch of girls heading out this mansion on the beach. And they want to have a great fun, great big party. And there's this thing called Crazy Girls Unlimited that's going on there, which is basically kind of like a strip. I don't know what to call it. Not really porno, but it's some sort of adult entertainment website or something. And Sal the Stockbroker and this guy Beetlejuice are there. Not the Beetlejuice you're thinking of. At least not the Beetlejuice I'm thinking of. So both factions of parties are hit by this mysterious killer with an axe, and that's kind of all I can say. And it's one of those movies that's just, how do I describe it? It's sort of just meant to be on and meant to entertain. That's what I can say. Like I said, as you can probably tell, it's not the classiest film in the world. It's one of those movies where it's got equal gratuitous doses of gratuitous violence and gratuitous nudity. Pretty much every girl in this movie goes topless. It's gotten to the point where if you guys just take a drink every time there's a topless girl on screen. Actually, I've created a Girls Gone Dead drinking game. I'll put the link to that in the bottom on my website, Movie Fan Central. So if you do check it out, be sure to play along with the drinking game at home. But, yeah, it's clearly, you can tell that this isn't gonna be Shakespeare. But with that in mind, it succeeds at what it tries to do. Because I heard this movie was written, let me see. Yeah, it was written by a woman who was actually, I think she's married to one of the directors. It says on the DVD she's married to one of the directors. And it's kind of shocking that a movie with like so much female nudity is like written by a woman. That always shocks me when there's stuff like that happens. Like that 50 Shades of Grey fiasco. You want to know what I think about that? I haven't read it, never will. I've heard the word of mouth about it, and looks like it's just an excuse for nasty sex scenes, and there's really no story. Neither here nor there. Girls Gone Dead. It's got a lot. Let's talk about the problems that this movie has. For one thing, there's a lot of build up to it. Like, there's a lot of build up in this movie. And like I said, I've said before and I'll say it again, horror movies work when the build up, you just forget it's gonna be a horror movie until it gets to the punchline. Something like Cloverfield, excellent example. When I saw that movie, never once advertised up front. If you just went into that movie knowing nothing about it, then you would never guess it was a horror movie. Girls Gone Dead, they do kind of minor deviation from that formula with the stupid dream scene in the beginning of the movie, but it's great build up. They do build up the suspense and mystery, but they don't really get to the actual horror aspect until very late in the game. So until then, it's just a lot of girls. Around this, they just take their tops off and just act badly. They're not the worst actors in the world. They're certainly not as bad as the Five Across the Eyes girls, but they could be better. But you get accustomed to it. You get accustomed to bad acting. And there's like I said, with a lot of build up, they really build up a lot of stuff in this movie, but they never really follow up on it, or it's like one minor little one scene payoff. Like the stuff with Salad Stockbroker and Beetlejuice, I loved that stuff, all the Crazy Girls Unlimited stuff, not for the reasons you'd think, not because it was just nudity after nudity, but because those two guys were hilarious, and they were easily the best scene of the movie. But it's very short, and it sort of leaves some stuff to be desired. Like, there is a lot of build up to, like, a lot of minor plot points that never really pay off. And I'll try to keep this as spoiler free as I can, but the twist at the end of who the killer is, it's basically like the Scooby-Doo principle. Like, one character who showed up at the beginning was totally blown off the rest of the movie, and then they revisited that at the end, and that's the killer. But they do that once or twice. They have a couple of interesting twists. But and Sean C. Phillips he doesn't have the biggest role in the movie, but I definitely enjoyed what it did. I've never seen a movie with him in it, with the exception of, I don't know if I can count it, The Caged Girl? There's a question mark at the end of the title of that movie. I have no idea why. Sean, if you're watching, tell me why there's a question mark at the end of that movie. So, I don't know if I can count that because The Caged Girl was released straight to YouTube, but I did watch that. And Sean's a very good actor. Easily one of the better ones in this movie. Probably up there with Salad Stockbroker. Salad Stockbroker is one of the coolest guys in the movie. And you're gonna wish it was more him. Like, speaking of which, the movie has the syndrome of, a couple bad horror movies do this. Not this is bad, but more on that later. I'll get to that later. But the movie has this thing where what little characters I do like, the really likable characters, they kill them off like that. I suppose that's really, really good for a horror movie, but it's like by the end you're just left with the hateable characters, the characters no one cares about, and that really sucks. Like, all the people that say, "Oh, I wish that girl dies," she's I just hate that character, and they keep her alive for like the last possible second. They kill off all the characters I like. I hate that. Again, it's good for a horror movie if you kill off all the most likable characters, but it's like half the characters are bad, half the characters are good. You kill off this half and just leave you with the worst written characters you have at the end of the movie, and they survive. I hate that. So, who would like this movie? I've got some friends. I got a friend of mine who, he did the Avengers review with me. He likes obscure horror, like stupid horror films. So, if you like that, if you like underground horror films that really don't get a lot of attention, this is probably for you. If you like something that's just meant to be a fun, dumb time, then this is definitely for you. Who's not gonna like it? Well, I admit, I'll accept a lot in my movies, but it does drag on a little bit at the beginning. Like I said, they kill off all likable characters. Nitpickers gonna have a ball with this movie. There are a lot of movies nitpickers are gonna have a ball with, but to answer your question, there's like little hints of lesbianism here and there, but like I think there's one scene. I'm not giving. This won't give anything away. There's one scene this girl's like really like embarrassed to like be topless for all the girls, and this one goes like, oh come on, just take her top off. She's like, okay, and I'm like, maybe this is my sick perverted mind at work, but does she have a thing for this girl? This other girl who's telling her to take her top off? But they never pay off on that. I don't know, just minor wondering on my part. It was just a minor nitpick I had. But also something cool about this DVD, this particular DVD, that's got music videos for Day to Remember, the song All Sounds Put to Lauderdale, great song, Hawthorne Heights, and Amber Pacific, which I love Amber Pacific, but this is the Virtues Amber Pacific, not the good Amber Pacific. Actually, Virtues Amber Pacific isn't bad, they're just not Amber Pacific. So I think I have to give Girls Gone Dead a 4 out of 10, which means to me and my rating system, it means it's kind of like junk food. You know it's bad for you, but it's not smut per se. It's not like this is. They do try to tie a story around this, but it's not like total porn. It's not something you'll be like, I wouldn't watch this in front of anyone, in front of your parents or anyone. But it's definitely a bad movie, but it's entertaining at that. It's like what's it like? It's like Mission Impossible 2. It's got value, entertainment value, but think of it what you will. If you want just a fun, dumb time, check it out. So, also, my Sean C. Phillips autograph. And that's all. French 227 out.